Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back at you with another video. I sound a little bit more like crap. That's because I am. Um, Man, I tell you this, we've had this sickness now in the house for 2 weeks. RSV was the viral thing. Tested negative for COVID, but the baby did test positive for RSV, respiratory, what's it, system, I forget the S part, um, virus, infection, virus, whatever. Anyways, that's what we've been dealing with, plus sinus infections, ear infections, and I got something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I got sinus infection, RSV, it's probably the RSV or whatever, but anyways, been fighting through this and trying to get better. Got a cough drop in my mouth right now and just taking medicine. Anyways, just trying to fight this off. So, I sound like crap. That's why. Got me some more electrolytes. Got my favorite body armor here, Blueberry. I'm just trying to stay hydrated. Today's Sunday, so I got the day off. I'm trying to get ready for work tomorrow, so. Anyways, but I got a little time here going through some more of my kits. And I thought since I was going through my get home bag, I just go ahead and show kind of what I added in, but also pretty much like the last video I did with my EDC. Basically, why do I have an EDC pack and why do I carry one? You know, and the kind of things you should have in it and what I carry in mine. But with a get home bag, kind of a similar situation, but kind of an EDC pack, because this is a bag I would take if I was going out of town. But it's basically my EDC pack, but with more items in it for a longer period of time. Plus it has a shelter system in it and the other items that I definitely want to have on me, you know, in an out of town situation. If it was an emergency or some type of disaster and I was on foot and I had to get home in a long period of time, which is built for like 72 hours, you know, 48 to 72 hour. Anyways, it's got set up for that situation. So if I had to make shelter, I could make shelter. You know, if I couldn't find somewhere to stay, you know, I'm walking or whatever. And then also food, water, ways to get more water, to purify water and all that stuff. So that's basically a get home bag. You know, it's a long period of time. EDC bag, that's in the city limits for something 24 hours and less. EDC pack's all you need, you know, in that size. This bag here, I've showed it before. I've done a video on my get home bag. Pretty much still the same setup. I did change a few things, and I did add in some winter stuff. Not much on the winter stuff, but just changed up a few things. But I did a video showing this before, so if you want to go check it out, you can check it out. But this is a Black Scout Survival Rucky Ruck, which you can't get this bag anymore. But it's a great bag, but there's a lot of other great bags on the market. 3B Gear is a good company I always recommend as far as getting, you know, packs and stuff. And but another one that's good is Roaring Fire. Roaring Fire, I have their tour roll bag, plus the little waist pack, fanny pack that they just came out with. I got that. But Roaring Fire has some good quality backpacks for a good price. And you know, that's definitely a company I would look into and buying a pack if I didn't have the ones I had. This bag was going for $150 at the time. I think I got it for $100. But Roaring Fire's got bags on there going for, I think, like $60, $75, you know, bags this size or whatever. So they're cheaper, but they're still great quality and great stitching. So Roaring Fire would definitely be a great bag to get for a get home and EDC bag. They got all different sizes and everything. So, but this right here is you know, about twice the size of my EDC pack, and it weighs twice as much. So my EDC pack weighs about 10 pounds. This, you know, right now this one's weighing a little bit, probably like 20 pounds, give or take. There is one item I am going to be adding in this, which I'm going to be doing a video on. My last video I talked about, I was ordering a new self-defense tool, and there was 2 companies I was looking at with 2 different products as far as self-defense goes, and self-defense tools. And I was back and forth on which one I wanted, but I finally did make a decision. and I did order it, and it is going to be coming on the way. Both these items I've been looking at for a while now, but they're real expensive. And instead of getting another firearm and buying guns and ammo and stuff, I was looking at other options for self-defense tools in case guns weren't an option. With everything going on, with the increase on ammo and the prices increase on guns, and which I have quite a few guns put away and everything, but and then with them coming up to the Second Amendment, I just wanted to make sure I always had enough different self-defense tools, for that situation. So the one I chose, I think, is the better option. Plus, it was a little bit cheaper, but it's a better tool for a lot more tasks and a lot more capabilities than the one. So, anyways, when I get that in, I'll do a video showing it. Been really wanting this for a long time, so I got it. Kind of my early Christmas present. For myself. I told my wife, and so anyways, but it's gonna be going in this bag is where it's going. It's gonna be going in my get home bag, because that is something I want to have on me in a bad situation. And it will be on my person if I was walking home. So I got that capability of putting it on me and having it on me, and it's gonna be used for a lot of different applications too. So anyways, but get home bag. Get home bag, you definitely want to have 48 to 72 hours worth of supplies with you to get through that that long of a period. And so you want to get a good 30-liter bag for that situation. Your EDC bags, your 20 liters, they're a little bit too small for something like that. You could do something, make it work, have something like that, but you're really gonna be limited on how much you can put in there, and what you can carry, and will it be good enough too is the question. So I definitely highly recommend getting at least a 30-liter bag for a get home situation. Get home situation, you're gonna be on foot, you're gonna be humping it, so you want to make sure in that time period you got shelter. You got your 5 C's, which I think Dave Canterbury's at like 15 C's now, but he had a 10 C's and 15 C's, but the 5 C's. You want to have food, but I'm not going through the 5 C's, but anyways, but you want to have food, you want to have water, you want to have shelter, you want to have a knife on you, you want to have tools on you, everything from self-defense, from making fires and all that good stuff. So I got the princess over here, so she's over here with her, she's dancing. Go sleep. Oh, Dutton's sleeping. Anyways, but there's a lot of things you need in that time period, and you just want to make sure you got the basics as far as survival and emergency goes, but plus some extra items. So, but just a quick run through. I got a rain poncho on the front here. Definitely want to make sure you want to have some type of rain gear, some type of rain coverage, even if it's a light rain jacket, put that on there. I like the military poncho because I can use this as a tarp, use this as I got my hammock in here, so I can use this as a roof. Put and use the poncho and run some cordage to it, and then that could be a tarp. Plus a lot of different options, collecting water, all kinds of stuff. It's kind of like a nice heavy meal. Hey, Savannah, turn that down a little bit, okay? That's loud. Can you turn it down? Turn it down a little. Here, let me turn it down for you. You got it? Let me see it. Hey, turn it down. She's got her phone over here. And that's loud. You gonna lay with Dutton? Here, lay down with Dutton. She's laying with the dog down there. Anyways, but like heavy metal trash bags, there's other good options. You can make those into a poncho. If you really want to get down to the nitty gritty and cut weight and have the bare bones, heavy metal trash bags, 2 of those in a kit. You can do a lot of different options. Same thing with the military poncho. But I do got my poncho that stays on here, and this would be with this bag. On the outside, down here at the pocket down here, I just got some binoculars. Definitely something you want to have in a get-home situation, especially if it was like a civil unrest or SHTF type situation. You want to be able to see what's ahead of you. So, if you're walking, and that's one thing too with the get-home situation. There was a gentleman that on Survival Dispatch, he was talking about this. But you're walking down the road. You don't want to be walking on the road or walking out in the open in a get home situation, you want to be able to hide and stay discreet so people don't see you and put a target on you. And so when you're walking on the road, and if you got wood lines next to you and there's woods there, you definitely want to be walking near the woods, so in case somebody does come, you can duck in the woods and hide while they go by. Because in a situation like that, you don't know who's a threat, you don't know who you can trust, and you just don't know what people are capable of in a bad situation like that. So you definitely want to stay discreet, and having binoculars is a good way to check ahead of you in a certain situation to see if it's safe to travel. If it's not, then you need to figure out, go around and have a different option. But binoculars is definitely something you should have in your get home bag. Everybody should have that, some type of binoculars and bifolds, that way you can see. So I do keep binoculars there, and they're outside. That way I can easily get to them and access them because it's something I want to get too fast. Emergency whistle. I always like to have a whistle on the outside of the bag, to get somebody's attention for emergency or whatever. So definitely always want to have some type of whistle. The Recce Ruck does have the chest strap. This doesn't have a waist belt, but it does have a chest strap. As far as this bag goes, like I said, this is weighing about 20 pounds, give or take. And a weight in a bag like this, you really don't need a waist belt. So that was kind of the one thing with Jack when he developed this bag. This wasn't something you were going to be carrying 30, 40 pounds in. This is like a 20 to 25 pound bag. You really don't need a waist belt for that. At 20 pounds, it's perfect. So all you need is a chest strap there, and then that'll help you with some of the weight there. But as far as a waist belt, you really don't need. Just don't pack out your kits too much. Don't pack out your bags with too much crap. That was a problem. When I went over this bag before and showed the content in it, the whole reason why I did that video is because I saw all these videos, all these people making these bug out bags / get home bags or whatever, and then they had all this crap in there, and there was just all this weight they were carrying that they didn't need. So if you pack out your kits right and have what you need and what you don't need, you don't need to have a waist belt in a period of time like that. Now my backpacking bag, my 50-liter bag, yeah, that one, it's got 35 pounds in it. I definitely want to have a waist belt, which that does. So in that type of situation with a bag with that weight, then I definitely want to have a waist belt. But something that's weighing like 25 pounds, I don't need a waist belt for it. So anyways, but that's everything on the outside of the bag. Now, as far as the inside goes, like last time I did this video, I laid everything out showing it. So like I said, if you want to see exactly everything in it, you can go check that video out. But I'm not going to do that on this one just because everything's pretty much the same. I just wanted to, I changed up a few things, but there's a couple things I was going to go over that I think will be helpful, in somebody else's kit. But what I did do with my water purification, I did have this in my backpacking setup. This is the Grill GeoPress, which is a great water filter container and bottle. You haven't seen these, definitely I highly recommend these. These are #1. But the reason I took it out of the backpacking was, in the backpack I put my mini Sawyer in there, and I got plenty of containers and plenty of bags and stuff to fill up water. And in backpacking, there's a lot of, on the Florida trails, there's a lot of areas where I can get fresh water. I can fill up my containers. So that was a huge plus there. I wouldn't have to filter water. But if there is a couple sections, at the lakes, if you set up camp, then I can get my mini Sawyer and then top off my containers and top off my water using that. But it's not something I'm going to be using all the time on the trail because there's other options as far as getting clean water. The great thing about the GeoPress is this is a quick, fast, easy way to purify water. Doesn't take long at all. You just take out the container, fill up the bottle, push the filter through the water, and it filters it out, and boom, you got fresh, clean water in a short period of time. So the reason I put this into my Recce Ruck system, because in a get home situation, if I find water and I need to fill up everything and top off my belly, because your belly's a canteen too, so you need to keep your belly full of water plus all your containers. Something that Dave Canterbury talked about. But top off my belly, top off my containers, and this is a fast, easy way to do that. And in a situation like that, especially in a SHTF, you want to be able to move fast, move quick, do what you need to do and get it done and get it over with and keep going, or stay discreet. So that's why I put the GeoPress back in here. Fast, easy way to fill up water. And I do have my Nalgene bottle as a container to put more water in. So, but if I was leaving to go out of town, I would be topping this off, filling this up, and also going ahead and filling this up just to have it ready and have water in it. And that way I had 2 containers full of water. So if I was leaving out of town, I'd definitely be topping these off. But they are empty right now, just because, like I said, this is my get home bag if I'm going out of town, my EDC bag, the bag I want to have with me when I'm gone. So anyways, but I did add those in. I took the mini Sawyer out and the filter and everything, put it in my backpacking. Plus the mini Sawyer's lighter, so I was trying to cut more weight on that backpacking type setup, so the mini Sawyer was a great option for backpacking. The only problem I'm going to have with the mini Sawyer, if I'm backpacking during the winter, those mini Sawyers will freeze up on you when you use them and put water through them. If you don't keep them warm and keep them away from freezing, if they freeze up, they're no good, they don't work. So that's the only issue I got with the mini Sawyer, that after I use it, I'm going to have to make sure I keep it in a warm area. Sleep with it if I have to, keep it to my body temperature in the sleeping bag. That way it doesn't freeze up and I have any problems with it. GeoPress, you don't have to worry about that so much. So that's the different. Those are the pros for the GeoPress. But like I said, I want this in a get home type situation. Here's a tarp. Now I did put in a tarp because this goes with the hammock that I got in here, which I got my Black Scout Survival hammock. This is actually the one I had set up outside here in the back for a long time, trying it out, and this is the tarp that goes with it. So I did add in a tarp. Do I have to have this in there? No. I actually could take this out and just rock out the military poncho for my tarp, which I might do since I'm getting this new item. But for right now, I got it in here. But I do have a tarp in here. But like I said, I could take this out. I don't have to have this because I have my military poncho as a tarp too. So anyways, optional, but I got it in here for now. Still, this is the trauma kit that I had in my EDC bag when I wanted to add some more trauma. But this is the Boss kit, the trauma kit, and this has everything you need for trauma. So there's my trauma kit that I have. It's sealed up, not open, so I do keep that in there. And that was one item that I switched out. I put back in here because I had it in this was in the Recce Ruck. I took it out and kept it in my EDC because I wanted 2 trauma kits. But I did buy a second trauma kit for that, so I have 2 trauma kits now for my EDC again. And I put this back in the Recce Ruck where I wanted it. Other than that, only thing else, yeah, like I still got my eye protection in here, my safety glasses, with all the different lens colors on them, so I can swap out the lens colors. I got my mosquito head net. I got my navigation kit here, of the southeast area. I got pictures of my family so I can find them if I needed to. I'm just trying to remember what I had down here in this section here. Yeah, I got my bivy sack, for a winter time. Definitely something you want to have to keep you warm. Also, you can use it for a ground cover and all that stuff. And yep, navigation kit. I was just saying if I had I just got another container for storing water. It's just a water bag, which this I would run on the outside of my bag up in the front. I would fill this up, and then I would just clip it over here on this side and have a full bag of water there, so I wouldn't have to stop to get water. I could just drink out of here and then keep moving. So I did put that in there. So that's all that's in there. Navigation, pictures of the family, all that good stuff. So none of that pretty much changed. This is all pretty much the same tune, same thing too. Sorry, my throat's starting to dry up again. Oh man, I hate that sore throat, dryness, and coughing crap. Anyways, this is just basically all essential items. My multi-tool, fire starter, my power bank, cables, tent stakes, zip ties, the night eyes tie downs. Yeah, I mean all kinds earplugs, a lot of EDC type stuff. A lot of the stuff I keep in my EDC bag, I keep in here. But basically, tools, repair kit, tools, power bank, ways to charge up my devices, all that stuff. But all your essential items that you want to have on your EDC, I have that in there, and you gotta make sure you got all the duct tape, but all the knife sharpener, and all those goodies that you need to have in there. It's in there. So, and I already opened this up before and shown what was in it. So if you want to see exactly what's all in this bag, go check out the other video. And I opened it up and showed everything in there. And then, now, one of the big reasons why this bag is weighing 20 pounds is because I keep MRE in here. I had the First Strike rations, which I showed that on the last video. I love the MREs because they last longer. This is a bag that I keep stored away. So the reason I have MRE for food is because of long time storage, plus they last for a while. But the only problem with MREs, they have a lot of weight. So if I really wanted to cut weight, I could take these MREs out and then put other, freeze-dried type foods in there, and that would lower the weight of the bag. But I did the MRE First Strike rations because they have everything that you need for a 72-hour period. I got like 3,000 calories worth of food, which I could stretch that out 2 or 3 days easy. So I got the MREs in here and I got them all bagged up. I put them in Ziploc bags and kind of got all the stuff out that I didn't need and kept all the stuff I wanted. So what they call that fuel stripping. And then basically the only thing I got besides that is I got a change of wool socks. I added my wool socks back in here. I put a beanie in here. I got a head beanie, definitely something you want to have during the winter time to keep your head warm. Like I said, I have my hammock in here for shelter to get off the ground, which I would use my bivy bag, for the ground mat for my hammock to keep my back warm and keep the heat to come back. Plus, I have heavy metal trash bags in here, 2 heavy metal trash bags to fill up with leaves if I needed to for insulation in the hammock to keep me more warm, and then have the BB sack to climb into if I needed to. But that's basically my shelter setup for the winter. I got the hammock, I got the tarp, and then I got heavy metal trash bags stuffed full of leaves for insulation. Plus I got the bivy sack that I could use to stay warm also, but also I could use it as a insulation for my back too to lay it on. So I have different options to stay warm, but the hammock is the shelter that I have in here. Just fast, easy way to set it up, get make sure you're well insulated and get off the ground, and then have tarp to keep you covered up so you can get the dew and stuff on you. But that's the shelter system I have in there, is a hammock type setup. But I wanted to make sure I had plenty of insulation, plus the clothes I would be wearing during the winter time, jacket, wool socks, and the pants and all that stuff to help stay warm during that situation. But the hammock, if I could find shelter in a get home situation, I would find shelter, a place where I could, make a fire if needed, if I could. The only thing about making a fire, that's another reason why I got the MREs in here, because I don't have to warm anything up, I don't have to cook anything. And the problem with a fire is people smell fires, people see fires. So if you're gonna have a fire in a get home situation, you better be careful, because you don't want to give your spot away. You don't want people to see you in a bad situation. You're trying to get home to your family as fast as possible without being in danger. So as soon as you get a fire going, that's a sign for people to find, to find you and see you. So you got to be careful of that. If you're going to do a fire, definitely want to do one in the ground, and you can put the fire in the ground and dig another hole to get the oxygen so you can get the fire burning. I forget the name, what they call it or whatever, but a lot of guys got videos showing it. But that's the way you can have a fire in the ground without people seeing it, but they're still going to smell it. So I'm not doing a fire unless I really had to, if it was an emergency and I had to keep myself warm and I was a point to where I was in danger because of the cold weather, then I would do a fire. But if that's the only reason I would do a fire in a get home situation. But I do have a fire kit to make a fire in here, but I'm not going to unless I have to. So as far as my shelter setup goes on the hammock, I just wanted to make sure I have ways to stay warm without having a fire and him to stay well insulated to keep moving. So, anyways, but yeah, got the shelter, and then basically just small little items. I did add in my Gold Bond friction stick. It's great for chafing and stuff. Make sure all that's good and all that's taken care of. I got dude wipes, 3 packs of dude wipes in here. Make sure I got plenty of TP. One item I do have in here, as far as my knife goes, I got my Bone Tactical Relentless neck knife. I've shown this before. This is an awesome full tang knife, awesome blade, and battery's starting to go low on my phone. I got to charge my phone here. Anyways, it's a full tang knife, neck knife, awesome blade. If you haven't seen Bone Tactical, go check them out. Awesome company. I've ordered quite a few things from them. I really like Greg over at Bone, and I'm on his YouTube page, and he's got a YouTube channel. But anyways, he also makes a good get home bag, emergency bag. You can definitely go check his kit out. He's got a whole kit made up with a very nice bag. I love the bag that he's got, a very great urban type bag, and he's got his own get home bag set up kit that you can buy on there, and he's got different types of kits too. So if you're looking for like a pre-made bag but good quality, for good price, but something that's well thought out, professionally well thought out, and I didn't have my bags, Bone Tactical would be the one I'd be going through to buy a pre-made kit that has everything in it, and then you can add on to it, put and change it up, little features here and there, whatever you want to do. But Bone Tactical has a great get home bag setup and situation, and bags. So anyways, highly recommend them. And then he puts one of these in all his get home bags that he sells, his kits. The Relentless neck knife, awesome blade, full tang knife, so you can make you can make fires with it. It's a good survival tool, but plus a great self-defense tool. And the great thing about the Relentless is with the chain here, this chain is breakable. So if somebody grabbed you and was trying to choke you with it, this chain will break. So and it has before. I actually broke it because I used to wear this for EDC for a while, and I did break it at work. It got caught up on a tree limb and it snapped off. Instead of choking me, it broke. And but that's why I quit wearing it, because doing what I do for a living, doing lawn landscaping, having a neck knife just didn't work out that great. But in a get home situation, I'm definitely putting this on my person, and this will be on my person underneath my shirt, and I would have this close to me, because having a neck knife, there's no faster way to get to a blade than a neck knife. I keep a folding knife on me, I keep it by my pocket, but I can get this neck knife out way faster than I can getting that folder out. So definitely want to have the neck knife for self-defense. Plus it's full tang, and I can use it for survival. So that is the knife that I have in there. Like I said, I am adding a new self-defense tool in here, so I'll show you that when I get it. And that'll be going in here. Plus with the neck knife, I'm gonna have a lot of self-defense tools on me, plus my firearm and all kinds. It's in a get home situation. If you're in a different state, every state has different laws. So I might be in a state where I can't carry my gun. I can't carry concealed. Now an SHTF situation really doesn't matter as far as laws go, because it's going to be nothing but chaos. So that wouldn't matter. But if I'm getting home and I'm in a long distance travel, I might not be able to carry my gun on me. But I want to make sure I got some type of self-defense tool on me to have on my person in case something did happen. So anyways. And then the only thing else I got after that is basically some survival kits down here in this other pocket. A signaling kit, survival kit, the combat survival kit, a signaling survival kit, and then I have one of the running boss kits, small little mini boss running kit. I have that in there, and that just has a lot of redundancy items that I would need in a survival situation or emergency type situation or get home type situation that I want to have in here to have redundancy. Those are my second items, so a lot of the stuff I already have. So that's what, definitely want to have survival kit on you. At least a couple survival kits, a signaling survival kit, and then a survival kit itself. Definitely want to have it. And then the mini boss kit is also the first aid. So I got my boo-boo kit down there too. That's my first aid kit, plus the other 2 survival kits. And I got a signaling one for emergencies, so I need to get somebody's attention. And then I got a survival kit was Black Scout called it the combat kit, but it was a combat survival kit. I got that in there too. And then I got the boss kit that has a lot of first aid plus redundancy items that you want to have in a backpacking or hiking or running type situation. Running kit is what they call it. So anyways, but you can go check that out, boss. Go check out their little mini boss kits. Awesome little kits. Definitely little extra items, redundancy items you want to have in your kits and have in your bags on top of the stuff you already have. So but that's all that's in that bottom pocket. And then up top here, I just got the TP. And then I also forgot, I got bug spray. I got redundancy items on bug spray, sunblock, and all that stuff. But I do have a neck gaiter that I keep in here also for protection and something I will wear in the wintertime with the shelter to stay warm on the face. So anyways, but bug spray, but go check out my other video on this get home bag to really get, if you want to see all the nitty gritty stuff that I got in here. I got a video showing that, so I didn't really want to get too crazy on this. Video's already gone 30 minutes, longer than I wanted to here. So, but anyways, that's what I got in the get home bag. And the reason why I have this get home bag and why I have a get home bag is because this is basically an EDC bag, but for out of town. And then, being out of town, if I did have to use an emergency, I wanted to make sure I had enough items and gear in here for 72 hours. But plus have a shelter set up and a way to to have a shelter and a way to purify water and get more water and have plenty of food in here to get through a 72-hour period. So there's my get home bag, as far as being away from home, and that's why I have it and that's why I use it, or I got it for that reason. But anyways, y'all, quick video showing this and just talking about get home bag and why. Now, as far as bug out bags go, I don't believe in the whole bug out bag thing. I believe in a bug out system, using a truck and trailer. But as far as the bug out bag goes, I don't believe in that. But I do have a backpacking kit set up that's set up for 3 to 5 days is what it's set up for. And you could take a 50-liter bag for one person and make a bug out bag to get to a long period of time to a certain destination. But I'm not, as a family, I don't believe you can have one bag to take care of a whole family. It's just not possible. So anyways, if you anything you want to bug in, not bug out. But if you have to bug out, it's going to be hell. So anyways, guys, take care. God bless. I hope everybody's healthy. I hope everybody's safe. And when I get that new item, I'll be doing a video on it. And that new self-defense tool will be going in my get home bag, and that's something I will be adding here, which I'll probably be taking my tarp out to put that item in here. So because I really don't need it, but at the same time, we'll see. So anyways, y'all, take care. God bless. See you on the next one. All right.